Deep within an enchanted forest, a small but determined hedgehog embarked on a daring quest. Hidden somewhere in the vast field of blessings lay a single, glowing grain, said to hold the power to bring endless prosperity to all who found it. Many had tried, but none had ever returned. Would the hedgehog succeed where others had failed? Hello and welcome back. Our story, The Golden Grain of Generosity. In a distant land, where the mountains touched the sky and the rivers ran wild and free, there was a vast, enchanted forest. At the heart of this forest lay the legendary Field of Blessings, a place where golden wheat swayed in the breeze, glittering like sunlight. The animals of the forest whispered tales of a single, magical grain hidden deep within this field, a grain that, when found, would bring untold fortune and happiness. This was the golden grain, and many had sought it, but none had ever succeeded in finding it. One bright morning, as the forest buzzed with life, a clever and determined hedgehog set out on an adventure. The hedgehog had heard the stories of the golden grain from the wise old owl, who had spoken of its power to bring prosperity not just to the one who found it, but to all the creatures of the forest. The hedgehog, small but full of determination, decided she would be the one to find this grain and share its blessings with her friends. The hedgehog's journey began at the edge of the Field of Blessings, where the wheat grew so tall that it seemed to touch the clouds. But the path to the golden grain was not easy. As she ventured deeper into the field, the hedgehog encountered a series of challenges, each more daunting than the last. The first challenge came in the form of a treacherous river that cut through the field. The river was fast and furious, its waters churning and crashing against the rocks. The hedgehog, being small and spiky, could not simply swim across. But as she sat by the riverbank, pondering her next move, she noticed a group of ants working together to build a bridge from fallen leaves and twigs. Inspired by their teamwork, the hedgehog asked the ants for help. The ants, impressed by the hedgehog's determination, agreed to assist her. Together, they constructed a tiny bridge that spanned the river, allowing the hedgehog to cross safely. The hedgehog thanked the ants and continued on her way, knowing that the golden grain would require more than just courage. It would require the help of others. The next challenge came when the hedgehog entered a dark and twisted forest within the field, where the trees were so thick that they blocked out the sun. Strange noises echoed through the woods, and shadows danced around her. As the hedgehog cautiously moved forward, she suddenly found herself surrounded by a group of mischievous squirrels, known for their tricks and pranks. The squirrels, seeing the hedgehog's determination, decided to test her. They led her through a maze of brambles and thorns, laughing as they watched her struggle. But the hedgehog did not give up. She used her keen sense of smell to follow the scent of the wheat, and with patience and perseverance, she found her way out of the maze. The squirrels, impressed by the hedgehog's resolve, showed her a hidden path that led deeper into the field, closer to the golden grain. The final challenge came when the hedgehog reached the center of the field, where the golden grain was said to be hidden. But there, guarding the precious grain, was a majestic eagle with sharp eyes and powerful wings. The eagle, who had claimed the field as his own, was not about to let the hedgehog take the grain without a challenge. The hedgehog, knowing she could not match the eagle in strength, decided to use her wits. She approached the eagle respectfully and said, "Great eagle, I do not seek the golden grain for myself. I wish to share its blessings with all the creatures of the forest, so that we may all live in harmony and abundance." The eagle, surprised by the hedgehog's selflessness, paused. He had seen many come in search of the grain, but none had ever spoken of sharing it with others. The eagle's sharp eyes softened, and he nodded in agreement. "Very well, little one," the eagle said. "If your intentions are pure, then the golden grain is yours to take. But remember, true wealth is not in what you possess, but in what you give." With the eagle's blessing, the hedgehog carefully dug into the earth and uncovered the golden grain. It shone with a light so bright that it illuminated the entire field. The hedgehog, filled with joy, carried the grain back to the forest, where the other animals had gathered, eager to see what she had found. As the hedgehog presented the golden grain to the animals, a miraculous thing happened. The grain began to glow, and from it sprouted countless stalks of golden wheat, filling the forest with abundance. The animals, from the smallest insect to the largest bear, rejoiced, knowing that they would never go hungry again. The hedgehog became a hero in the forest, not because she had found the golden grain, but because she had shared its blessings with everyone. The eagle, watching from above, smiled, knowing that the hedgehog had truly understood the meaning of the golden grain. And so, the forest flourished, its creatures living in peace and prosperity, always remembering the brave little hedgehog who taught them that the greatest treasures are those that are shared. The golden grain, once a symbol of fortune, became a symbol of generosity and unity, forever reminding the animals that true wealth lies in the heart, not in gold. The timeless moral of the story is that true wealth and happiness come not from hoarding treasures for oneself, but from sharing them generously with others. The story teaches that selflessness and unity bring about the greatest blessings, and that the true value of any treasure is found in the positive impact it has when shared with the community. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.